Once, in a quiet village nestled among green fields and humble homes, there lived a wealthy man known not only for his riches, but for his generosity and deep faith in the law of karma. He firmly believed that every action, whether good or bad, would eventually return to its doer. Many people came to him during times of financial need, and he never turned anyone away. However, he had a peculiar condition. Before offering help, he would always ask, "Will you return this money in this life or the next?" Honest individuals, guided by integrity, would promise to repay the loan within their lifetime. But others, amused by the question, would laugh and answer smugly, "In the next life," believing they had outsmarted the kind man. They assumed he was naive to believe in repayment beyond death. Still, he lent them the money without protest, trusting the universe to handle what was due. As time passed, news of his unusual condition spread throughout the village, eventually reaching the ears of a clever thief. This thief had no real interest in borrowing money. His true intention was to find out where the rich man's money was kept so he could return later to steal it. He approached the rich man under the pretense of needing a loan. As expected, he was asked the same question. With a sly smile, he replied, "In the next life." The bookkeeper calmly noted the response, opened the safe, and handed over the money. The thief carefully memorized the location of the safe and left, confident that his plan was working. That very night, cloaked in darkness, the thief returned to the house. However, to his frustration, the rich man was still awake and the lights were on. Realizing he could not make his move, the thief hid in the buffalo shed, planning to wait until the household fell asleep. As he sat silently in the dark, something extraordinary happened. He began to hear voices, yet no one was around. To his amazement, he realized the buffaloes in the shed were speaking, and even more incredibly, he could understand them. One buffalo turned to the other and asked, "You just arrived today, didn't you?" The other replied, "Yes, I did. How long have you been here?" The first buffalo sighed deeply and said, 3 years. In my past life, I borrowed money from the rich man and arrogantly promised to return it in my next life. I thought I had tricked him, but after I died, karma brought me back as a buffalo, and now I must repay my debt by giving milk every day until my dues are settled." The thief was frozen in shock. He stared at the buffalo in front of him and realized, with terrifying clarity, that karma was not a myth or a belief. It was a force that truly governed life. No one could escape it. Whether in this life or another, every deed had its consequence. At sunrise, shaken and remorseful, the thief returned to the rich man's house. He handed back the money and pleaded for his name to be removed from the ledger. The rich man, without a word of anger, simply smiled.